Innumerable kisses. Hi, Black Widow. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Hello. Apologies while I set everything up. We are now going live on Zoom. We are live on Zoom. So we're live on Zoom. We're live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube guests. We are live up here on Instagram. So we're just going to wait for a few more people, and then we will start the episode watch party. So we are doing History, episode 6 from the first season. This is the season finale. Find it on youtube.com/necessaryoutlet. The playlist should be one of the first playlists for season 1, and it should be the last video, episode 6, called Letting Go, which I'm going to pull up now. My videos. Oh, good. I have all my playlists here. Perfect. Season 1. So I'm ready to go when everyone else is ready to go. So we'll just wait for a few more people. Check the Zoom. So this episode, hey Aaron, long time no see. How are you? This episode was sort of the most acclaimed from season 1. It won several awards as a short film. It won some script awards. It got into the Toronto Film Festival, the Toronto Web Fest. This particular episode, I think it's the best one from the first season. I think it's the one where we really found out what we were doing. It really sparked the show to come, like what season 2 and season 3 became, are really a lot to do with how we figured things out in this episode. Thank you. I do. Before we get started, I'll tell you that sequence on the train was rough. It was me, one producer, and Andrew Lipson, who played Jared. We all bought, or I bought for all of us, round-trip tickets to Philadelphia and back from New York. And we got on the train, and we found the least populated car, and we did everything once, the hour and a half to Philly, and we did it again the hour and a half back to New York, and we had what we had. Luckily, we got everything, but it was an adventure to get it done. All the interstitials were easy because we were able to grab those. Hey, Aaron, good to see you. You're out in LA now, aren't you? So Aaron Drill is on the Instagram feed, and he played young me in season 3. And he actually looks a lot like my brother, which I think is fun. He looks more like my brother than he does me, but it's also a nice family resemblance. Oh, I need to send somebody a link. Linktree. /. Make sure that works. I got someone else joining. Yep, just waiting for one more. Oh, that was going to be your question tonight about the train. Yeah, the train was rough. The train was rough. So for most of it, I was holding the mic between my legs as Frank shot me from here up, as Andrew plays Jared, handled anybody who was like dealing with us. I remember there was one guy who was just super nervous. like a passenger on the train, and he kept saying like, I'm gonna call the conductor. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know what you guys are up to. I'm gonna call the conductor. And I was like, we're filming something, you know, that's all. And he like thought we were like, I don't know, hatching some terrorist plot or something. He was freaking out. Yeah, I remember that. I remember having trouble finding the same seat I was sitting in for the way down to get it the way back. That was rough. Hi, additional YouTube friends. Yeah, it was a rough episode to get done, but I'm happy we did it. Okay, just waiting for one more, and then we'll get going. No worries. Going to get started in a sec. Other stuff. What else is going on? Don't judge me, but I have been recently drinking a lot of boxed wine. Not Franzia, not like gross stuff, but like it's from reputable vineyards. But I've been dating this. He's a Manhattan prosecutor, which is funny considering not recent, but history. So I'm dating a Manhattan prosecutor. He's very nice. And every time he comes over, he brings wine. And then he started bringing like a box of wine. And I was like, girl, I'm a 37-year-old Manhattan lawyer. I don't need to be drinking boxes of wine. I don't know what they pay you down there, but we can do better. And he's actually gotten me into it. I do like it. I'll go check with the brand. It's not Franzia. I'm not like, we're not back in college here. But what's nice is we have our date, we have a couple glasses, he goes home, usually the next morning, and then I have like the rest of a box of wine to finish. So that's what we're working on right now. So that's been nice. All right. I think we are ready to go. We've got YouTube up. Hi, hello, all my friends on YouTube. Again, I am doing multiple streams, so apologies if my eyes go all over the place. We've got YouTube and Zoom are here. Instagram Live is here, so I'll be bouncing around. Okay. He sounds economical for getting boxed wine. Yeah, I think his motivation was like, oh, this is what I've been getting to bring with my friends when we go to the park. And he's like, that's his like reasoning, but like, I don't know, it's good, whatever. All right, so we're all here. So for all of you who are going to watch the episode with us, I guess Jess is on the live stream because she's now texting me about Franzia. Okay, so for all of you on the live stream, here we go. We are about to watch episode 6 of season 1. We will continue into season 2 starting next week. So we'll do episode 1 of season 2 next week. So we're going to keep going. We'll go through all 3 seasons. That'll be 12 more weeks of stuff. Okay, everyone is texting me slap the bag. I got from Jess. I've got it on Instagram. I've got slap the bag. I'm a 37-year-old man. I'm not slapping any wine bags. We are past those days. But we are going to watch episode 6, season 1 of history. Hopefully everyone is there. It's called Letting Go. I am hitting play now.
This is it. Almost a short fun away.
This was super tough too. So there was so much construction going on, and there was so much traffic because that's right on 34th Street. So that's tough to film there. Well, my hair looks good. That's tough to film there. And that was Jared's first scene. This was the first scene we filmed with Andrew Lipson, who was lovely. Ugh, I want to get back to that thinness.
Will you give me a call as soon as you get this? Get on the same train as Jeremy. It's not a drill. We're at DEFCON 1.
We did that so many times. It was so noisy on that street. We could never get a clear audio. This was before the days where I could pay to go into a studio and do ADR later. So we had to get it. So this was before the train even left the station. We sat down really quick. There was an empty car. I think we got in the quiet car. Set this up to go very quickly.
Hey, bitch, hey.
I just saw him. Every fiber of my being tells me push it into traffic.
So the
Jared?
Yeah, and now we're on the same train to Philly.
So the funny thing, so the person reading lines with me on the train is Jared, because he's the only guy with us. It's Jared Frank who's holding the camera and me.
His family lives there.
We don't
So-
have a new boyfriend.
He might have had one before we even broke up.
Catherine,
He hasn't.
where we're recording
He
her,
stalks on him on Facebook.
Is that necessary?
is the if you just pan over, it's the desk where Will's office is. It's the exact same room. We just utilized all pieces of that room. So Will's office is the desk, and we used that again in season 2. Oh, this is the monologue episode. I got stuff to say about that when we get there.
So,
That's a nice necklace.
tell me what you're feeling.
Rage.
Still,
I envision being on this train and him underneath it.
I don't like that you're still angry. Didn't you agree to stay friends?
Yeah, he forgot about that.
You're right.
Let's put this
I'd say
faster
we're
now.
friends soon.
And before.
Oh, I still wear that shirt. That lamp is all over this show. And it's still here. It's
martini glasses, right?
right over there.
That's what we agreed to. And you said you're not taking any of the furniture, right? Nope. Cool. So I'd like to take the floor lamp. From my mother. You want to take a gift from my mother? It's a gift to both of us. From my mother. Oh, I want to ask. I was going to take these. They're mine. Yeah, but you never wear them. I always wear them. All right, I want to be very clear about this. I would rather set them on fire than let you have them. What's your problem? Remember how we decided we would talk about certain things we would decide how to split? Yeah, like gifts and shit. No, you want to talk about those now? Yes, I would. Specifically, I'd like to talk about the book that Sarah's uncles got us. This one. Buy it back. That's not the fucking point. We said we would talk about this and other stuff, and you just shoved it in your box like we wouldn't fucking notice. Fine, won't you keep it? Yeah, I'll buy a copy. Who fucking cares?
That really happened.
I
Oh.
love, by the way, that you said you'd sooner burn than clothes. I'm totally getting Angela Bassett waiting to exhale. Nice, Jameson.
That was a real conversation, with an ex. That was a discussion about who's gonna take what. And he was like, "Oh, I want the lamp and I want these clothes." like my actual clothes. Like, well, I always wear them. You never wear them.
Fucking book.
I just remember being so, and the like, it was that was the book that was the argument with the ex too. It was like the.
We wanted to keep everything. Right? Everything about our lives together. Just.
And it's funny because in the end, like that shit doesn't matter, but it's also just like, how could you, like, just the audacity to even ask. The audacity to even ask.
I need to talk.
So they're Miguel and Jordan. So Jordan's my brother, and Miguel are the guys who are on set. So Miguel plays Daniel. He was helping on set that day, so he played the other background guy.
So I'm looking.
And the I loved telling Catherine, Carissa, who plays Catherine, that I wanted a business hey bitch hey, because she says it all the time when she sees me. And I was like, for this one, because I'm calling you while at work, like, still give me a hey bitch hey, but make it business. However you can do that. And I just love, because she did it the first take, she was like, hey bitch hey. Like it was a regular thing to say on the phone. I laughed very hard when she did that.
Jared lives there now.
This was hard to do.
So he gets everything.
It was hard to get there because I think we were also filming.
Honey.
He gets everything. He gets to live in a nice place. He gets to take all our furniture, all of our things. He loses nothing. He loses nothing out of this relationship.
I remember pushing because I wanted my voice to crack in it.
He saw the one thing in his life he didn't want anymore and removed it.
This is hard to watch.
And now I have to lose everything. It's all gone.
That's hard to watch.
You're still hurt. You're hurt because he was careless with your feelings in a fight to keep everything else. Even if it meant pushing you out. He hurt you. But do you know why, Jameson? Because he was scared. He didn't know what life would be like without you. So he scrambled to keep as much familiarity as he could. But he focused on the superficial things. And that's where he fucked up. Because that's all he has now.
She did a great job with this monologue.
In the end, he helped you.
I remind you that Carissa is not like an actress. Like she does a great job, but she's like this is not what she does as a living. She has a job. And I felt this was her best moment in the whole show.
You have a great apartment. You made an awesome group of friends.
She did a really great job.
You're finally happy, Jamie. You weren't happy with Jared. He wasn't happy either. You only lost a life that lacked the substance that you always wanted. He wanted to keep that. Good for him. You got the better deal.
I gotta get my tickets from my phone. Pray I don't kill him.
I know it's hard, but try not to be angry. That's how he keeps hurting you. Pity him. Pity him for giving up the one thing of substance in his life. But if you can't do that, if you're still angry, think of everything you've been through. And in the end, you won. The best revenge is a life well lived.
That's what my mom used to say.
You're living well, Jameson.
Best revenge is a life well lived. That was a mom thing. Sorry, it took me a while to get you in, Jacob. I wasn't watching my screen. I was sucked into the episode and the drama.
It was late, but I wanted to say hi.
Hi.
think I missed my favorite part.
No, you haven't shown up yet.
Oh, I have missed it. Okay.
I knew your favorite part would be you.
No, it's actually Rob's line is my favorite line in the whole season. But I won't spoil it.
Oh,
We haven't
yeah.
gotten there
I
yet.
remember it. Okay.
I don't want to spoil it for our viewers. Who's hanging out tonight?
We've got Black Widow. We've got Aaron Drill, who played young Jamie in season 3. We've got Jess and some other YouTube friends whom YouTube does not tell me who's on, so I just have numbers.
Hi, everybody.
Jacob's on Zoom. He says hello. He's also on Instagram.
Cheers.
He says hello. Yeah, I finished my white. Oh, I love the Ted cake scene. That's a fun one for me. Oh, here it is. Here you are.
Hi, Mommy. Hello, darling.
Hi, boys. You guys in town this weekend? Ted's at the bar's looking for pals.
Not tonight, Mommy. Gio's helping me bake a cake for Dog's birthday. Where are you?
I remember placing those flower prints on his chest. I remember doing that.
Honey, is it Liza?
No, not Liza. Why would Liza be on a train?
I mean, her mother took her trolley to St. Louis.
My favorite line in the whole
That's your favorite line. I do remember coming up with that. I don't remember what the circumstance was.
And all things aside, Rob was the perfect gay to deliver it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And I know he loved that line.
Yeah. Whose apartment did we film that in? I don't even remember.
What's going on, Mommy?
I don't remember. I gotta think. Whose apartment was that?
When was the last time you saw him?
Was that? Was that the same apartment that we used for the flashbacks in season 2 in the first episode where like you're talking to the dude that like Robin Mike's apartment?
Did we shoot it at Robin Mike's apartment?
Maybe. I think maybe.
No,
I think that we just shot it in the kitchen.
Yeah. We might have.
My movers are coming tonight. Cool.
I like this scene too.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some space. I will.
We were chasing the light too. Like that sliver of light kept moving. We had to like move the blankets that were covering the window in his shot to like keep it consistent per shot. I remember that.
See you later.
Doesn't sound to me like you guys had closure. I mean,
That's a nice close-up
that's
of
why
you.
you're so angry because
Jacob.
you're unresolved. I think you should go say something to him. Now.
Like what? What could I possibly say to them other than
I'll cut this so much faster now.
Die, you piece of shit.
You can do it. You can go back and do a re-edit.
No, I have literally thought about that. And I've literally thought about like, 'cause now that I have the coloring technology that I have to like just brighten it and you know push it up a bit, but it's like all of the time. Like if I ever got like we're gonna put it on DVD or we're gonna put it on somewhere, then maybe. But like it's like don't. Someone gave me really wise advice once. It was like don't take that effort and make something new. Like don't go back and like.
If they're gonna put it on like Amazon Prime or Hulu,
Then sure, then I'll pay. I won't even do it. I'll pay somebody to do it. Like
or they'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Where are your sluts with my fork? Why don't you go on one of the apps and get a trick?
I love this whole piece. It's funny because each segment of Friends is perfectly exemplary of like that character. Like it's such a great character moment for each one to like display who they are. And Ted's like half seriousness. And that is my brother, Jordan Tracy, who is helping me film most of this.
Jordan.
I was just talking to him earlier. Today.
So I know I missed last week. How did the birthday party episode go over?
Really well. We all laughed. That wasn't the birthday party. Last week was...
Wasn't it Will's birthday
no,
party?
that
last
was
week?
the fight, the like mask only, RuPaul party.
Oh.
Gym, you and I at the gym.
The last 3 months has been all
Me in my short shorts with
You
my
and your
hoo-ha
short
hanging out.
shorts, the rainbow socks.
building my life to be
Yeah.
different, blah, blah. And I mean that's
I like this because Ted calls him on his shit.
You haven't actually moved on. You're constantly comparing your present to your past. If you were consciously using your history to shape what you're doing in your present,
Take a drink every time someone says
you've
history.
truly moved on. But
Cheers.
you did. You're hung up on it. Still, I think you should just think of it.
I've done more angles. Anyway, well, I had no option on the train. We had one angle, we had an hour and a half, we had what we had. But we got some really nice stuff out of the train. Shockingly. I would have done this a different way. This was the last shot we did of the whole series. We wrapped, because then we ate the cake.
You're better than that.
This was our wrap day.
You can go snatch his wig, but no matter how clever your energetic remarks are, I don't think you really want to hear whatever else he might say back.
No matter how clever your shitty remarks are, I don't think you want to hear what he has to say back. If that isn't a mantra to live by.
It's exhausting, but I've got cake to finish. Don't make me be serious again. Don't snap at me, honey. Someone wiped back to front today.
I also like that line. Someone wiped back to front. All of these things. You know, it was nice in some of the train stuff. The train would make noise at good points that just worked narratively. Like you'd hear a horn at like a sad moment or like something. It was like, this is great. This is just working. Like
Saves you some time in editing.
So I suppose someone called you to trap me so that I don't.
oh, Will.
Not he's worried.
Oh, and that we did. So we did the tear away of the thing because we were getting close to Philly and we didn't have the rest of it. We knew we had to film the rest of it on the way back. And we were like, what if we get a train? What if we get a train on the way back that doesn't have those things? What are you going to do? And so I was like, oh, let me just tear it away during the scene. And then if we don't have it, we don't have it. And it makes sense. But like that was the shit we were doing.
Storybook.
Literally guerrilla filmmaking. At
I
its
remember.
finest.
So all of the writing behind Will is actual like bankruptcy law legal stuff that I like wrote on the board right before. Kind of. I mean, but
Someone said, say, and they're still angry. What does that mean?
When did that happen?
okay, so this fucking scene. So it was the first thing we filmed with the old Jared. We filmed his angles first. So we filmed the entire scene, Jared's side of it, old Jared, other actor, and then the sky opened up and poured rain out of nowhere. So it was like, shit, we gotta come back and do my side of it another date. Then old Jared quits. So the whole scene is unusable. So then we do this at the end of the shoot. We go and we do it. Do his side of it again. Sky opens up and pours again. And it's just like, why can we not do the scene when it's not fucking raining? So if you very carefully watch my angles in the scene, the wetness of the sidewalk is constantly changing based on what shot I used. It took 4 hours to do this scene. We had to keep stopping for rain. Rain would clear up. We'd reset. I'd try it again. We'd get interrupted. Do it again. Constant.
You also learned after season 1 that you said a lot more things indoors for season 2.
Oh, for sure.
We learned our lesson the hard way, trying to do things
When I
outside
wrote
of New York
season 2 and especially season 3, every time I wrote an outdoor scene or I wanted an outdoor scene, my thought was, can I do this in a car?
City. Yeah.
Can I do it in a car? Because if I could do it in a car, we're going to do it in a car. We're in a cab, we're in a lift, we're in something.
Actually, last episode when we had that the big fight on the street, when we filmed that outside on 8th Avenue, it was like on 53rd Street between like 8th and 9th or something, and it was Fleet Week. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember.
Oh yeah, I do.
It was Fleet Week, and there were people everywhere, and I was very distracted.
I remember because that was last week's episode. We watched that.
Yeah.
So
after season 1, you started putting a lot less things outdoors.
Oh, for sure. Bystanders, rain, wind, traffic.
Are you filming a movie? Can I be in it?
Yeah, my brother Jordan used to have this thing where he would joke between sets because he helped us on this, where he would constantly go into the camera and be like, "Is there a movie in there? Are you filming a movie? Can I be in the movie?" Because that's what people would fucking do all the time.
Yep. All the time.
We're talking over this serious scene, but it's good because I don't have to watch my acting.
Friends for radio silence. My friends reached out to you. Bianca and Catherine. My mother wrote you a letter that said you'd always be part of the family. Your mother.
That's true. This happened.
Who had me call her mom for 5 years, wrote me a 2-word email. Take care. It's like everything just vanished.
You know what? I feel like, now looking at this and now like knowing better and like learning and growing and all that, I feel like season 1 is almost written more like a play. Like these things feel like a play.
Well, you were also really in it fresh still when you wrote this.
Oh, this was brand. I mean,
so I don't
judge anything. Like, this was fresh and new. And
if you were to write about this experience now, all these years later, it would have a different sound to the voice because
for sure
it was so fresh.
For sure.
And a lot of season 1 was, as I'm finding in my own writing, a lot of season 1 was mostly 2-person scenes. So that also lends itself to feeling like a play.
Yeah, you're right. See, that's why I love what we started doing in season 2, at the top of season 2, with that party where it's like the pockets and the camera bounces from these people to these people and this and that and that. And we did it again at the top of season 3 with the thing. I love those scenes.
And that feels more like TV. But when it's mostly 2-person scenes, it just lends itself to feeling like a stage piece.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
But as writer, as you got more comfortable with, with writing voices, then, you start with writing 2 voices because that's a manageable task.
Yeah.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine the logistics because with the resources that we had at the time filming season 1, I could not imagine trying to film one of those big parties from 2 or 3 like then.
No, I mean that giant party
that would have been like,
and in your friend's two-story apartment in season 3, where we had like 17,000 extras or something. Could you? I mean, no, it would have never happened.
I can't wait till we get to that episode because I don't remember most of it because I was delirious. Do you remember that party scene? I went and just laid down for an hour because I was just like, I need to lay down. I'm not here anymore.
We had a long couple of days. That was like day 2 or day 3 or something. We had a long couple days.
Yeah, whose fault was that?
It was mine.
All the bad memories?
I also hadn't eaten in a month, so I was just delirious all the time.
This Bianca speech is the...
Laughing at the TV on the couch together. Remember house parties with your old friends? Going to the movie.
That's from a scene we cut.
And all the random weekend adventures. You lost more than your boyfriend. You lost your best friend. But you couldn't afford to think about all those things when you were building your life. You needed the anger to push
So in the script,
in a new direction.
she was flying to
You don't need
Austin,
the anger anymore.
and it was at an airport, and it was very clear, like, we can't get an airport. We can't get an airport set. So she's going to also be on the train. She's on the train to the
Just gonna
airport.
remind you of your goodbye to me a few hours ago. When's your train off?
Anytime, don't worry about me.
We always write the $1 million version first, and then
Well, not anymore.
readjust it when we can't make that happen.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, like the stuff I'm writing now, it's very conscious of what I can get and what I can do.
You're gonna be alone.
But for this next project that I'm writing, in addition to something else that I'm writing, I'm going to have to build a couple
It's not
sets.
easy.
That's going to be interesting.
It's scary.
Get some handymen, please.
Very, very low. I feel like-
That was the big moment for me as an actor where I knew I was in it. Because it bubbled up and I felt it and it came out and I was like, can I continue the scene? Because that was real. That was like, and it was great for me as an actor because I was like, oh, get here every time. Because it hit and I was like, oh, I just need to find a way to always get here because it was real. That was a real emotion.
I'm selfish. I just don't want you to leave me. You're the last of my first New York friends to move on. But as much as I want you to stay here with me, more, I want you to flourish. I want you to be as happy and fulfilled as I am. You do not have to worry about me. Come home. You're about to be too. I love you.
Yeah, there's a lot of real stuff in there.
I love you, hon. Now just go be happy.
And I fucking love this shot. This was by accident. Didn't know we were going into the tunnel. But like the streaming lights going by, the emotion, like this was just like, I can't believe this all magically happened. It's perfect. And I also love that shot. And the lights came on at that moment. That was not expected. Like there were so many happy accidents. Throughout all of history, there's some in season 2 and season 3 where it was like, this is so perfect that this happened right at this moment.
Just go be happy.
And that's season 1.
Woohoo!
Oh, season 1. It's the little underdog that could. And listen,
Right.
you know, we watched, we you know, now seeing the additional seasons, we know, you know, cinematography got better, writing, everything. I mean, everything. Acting, cinematography, writing, everything got better. But it's fun to remember that like those 6 episodes with no PR, no machine, no nothing, just
And
sharing it.
I mean, minimal money in terms of building.
barely anything.
Yeah.
My personal credit card. That was it.
No, but I mean, it didn't. I mean, you spent minimal money compared to
Oh, for sure. To other
right.
seasons.
You
And that season,
you made it for as cheap as you could possibly make it.
yes, I did. And that season, and I thought that was going to be it. And after it premiered, within a few months, we had 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, letters, comments, tons of outreach, just even within the first week. Viewership for most episodes is over 5,000. And it was just like, when season 2? When are there going to be more? I love this so much. You know, this, I really connected with this. I really connected with this. And I mean, I was inspired very quickly after that first episode. Oh, there's something here. So we should keep going. And then we did season 2, which just, you know, blew up even further. Yeah, I am, you know, you go back and you look at your old stuff and you always think of all the things you would do differently now. But like, I'm still very happy. Like, there were some really great moments in that season, and Letting Go especially won a bunch of awards for the screenplay. So, yeah.
So thank you all for supporting us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for supporting us. We can't, and you will be tapped for your support yet again soon, once we're all allowed to socialize again and film things. All right, so we will be back next week. We are going to do episode 1 of season 2. I've seen season 1 several times because I've been to some like screenings and stuff. I don't know if I have seen season 2 since it premiered.
I have really fun behind the scenes stories for next week that you probably don't even remember.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember what scenes.
It's the party scene, and I have very fun stories to tell.
I don't remember. Okay, I'm sure some will come to me as we watch it. Okay, so join us next week. We'll start. Oh, we love you too. And we have another suggestion for season 4. We'll see.
Oh.
Yeah. So we will see you next week, where we're going to start season 2, and Jacob promises a lot of nice behind the scenes stuff. So,
thanks, y'all. Bye, Jack.
Bye, everybody. And we end here, and we end here, and we end here.